Good Monday morning, lovelies. So, I've done a little bit of thinking about the progression of these videos and kind of what direction I want them to go. And I'm going to veer off just slightly from the path to positivity and talk about something that kind of goes hand in hand, and that is self-care. So, when I was doing client care and administrative work for my job, I had this picture up on my wall, and it was the 10 steps to self-care. I can't tell you how many times people asked for copies of that, not just clients, but staff members, because it's simple in its directness. So I'm going to do a series of videos about self-care, because self-care is important. If you're not taking care of self, then you're not going to have the energy to take care of the other things in your life, or to do the things that you want to do that bring positivity and creativity into your life. So the first one I want to talk about is going to be hard. All too often, we do not listen to ourselves when it comes to situations. And the first step to self-care says, if it feels wrong, don't do it. How many of us are guilty of doing something we know is wrong? Now, we may know it's wrong, but it doesn't register the impact that it's going to have on us. We all have that instinct. A gut instinct. I mean, we're mammals. We have instincts to survive. We have instincts to protect our young. We have instincts to self-preservation, a lot of different things. So we all have that inner voice that tells us, call it our conscience. I get those confused sometimes. Our conscience, gut instinct, Jiminy Cricket, spidey sense, whatever you want to call it. But we all have that inner instinct that tells us when something is wrong, dangerous, even positive. And all too often, we don't listen because we don't know enough about ourselves to know what's being relayed to our brain. So you have to have a good knowledge of yourself in order to really decipher those gut feelings. You know when you go into, I know that if I go into a crowded place and I start to get panicky, then I need to leave that place. It's not going to be a good place for me. If I am in a situation and I feel something is off, that could be a dangerous situation, and it's time for me to go. And this has actually been very beneficial to me in a lot of ways, both in my professional life and in my personal life. So, but it took a long time before I started to listen to that voice, that sense of self, to know that something ain't right. Something ain't right. So you have to be in tune with yourself in order to really be able to listen to that voice when it tells you this is wrong. Don't do it. And then you have to have the maturity, and you have to have the common sense to listen. If something feels wrong to you, why would you do it? Unless you're just that type of person. And if so, then these videos they falling on deaf ears with you. But if you're trying to live a life of positivity, true positivity, then you have to learn to listen to that inner voice when it's telling you that a situation is wrong, that a person is wrong, that a environment is wrong. And if you listen, the first thing you need to do is deuce out. Why? Why would you stay? You're inviting negativity into your life. And that's unhealthy. So, if it feels wrong, don't do it. Learn yourself. Listen to your inner Jiminy Cricket. When your spidey sense goes off, pay attention and don't do it. So, we'll move on to the next one in the next video. Otherwise, have a happy Monday. Y'all be positive. Bye.